This man was taking a shower. Suddenly the water in the shower head turns black. Man with glasses finds the disabled uncle. Tell him that the water tank in the building has been contaminated. Without the water it would be difficult for them to survive. So now they have to go out and find a new way out. The two men went to the underground garage and found a car. The man with the glasses asks the handicapped man to modify the car. With toughened glass and weapons, they might be able to defend themselves against the monsters outside. Although there is little hope, it is the only way to survive now. The man with the glasses found the group and told them the news. Emergency food is only enough to last 5 days. They had to do something now. The handicapped man has already started modifying the car. When he's finished, someone has to go out and find a new place. But before they can make a decision, a girl collapses. The man with the glasses examines the girl for acute appendicitis. If they don't operate now, the girl could die at any time. But they are not in a position to operate. To save the girl, they had to speed up the plan. In the end, the man with the glasses decided that Jack and the scar-faced man would go out and find the medicine. They were the strongest fighters in the group. A woman volunteers for the operation. She is a nurse. She knows all kinds of surgical knives. If only Jack and Scarface had gone, it would have been impossible to bring back all the surgical supplies. The building was prepared in advance. A simple operating theater was completed after sterilization, and the man who operated on the girl was the man with the glasses. He had been to medical school and had some medical knowledge, but he had never operated on anyone before. This is the first time. The door to the basement garage has been opened. The three men who had gone out in search of medical equipment were on the move. But as soon as they pulled out of the garage, the car was lifted off the ground. The sound of heavy footsteps. The giant monster slowly approaches the men. Jack grabbed his weapon and charged. He was knocked out with one punch. The monster then throws a concrete pipe at him, but Jack dodges it. An old man came out of the building with a flaming bottle. He threw the bottle at the monster. The monster screamed and fell to the ground. The old man rushed to Jack's rescue, but then the old man's nose starts to bleed and he is infected. The old man pushed Jack away from him with the determination to die. The monster raises his huge fist. Just as the fist came down on the old man, a fire truck rushed up and knocked the monster out of the way. The monster was pinned underneath the fire truck and it kept shaking the truck. The firewoman was shaken from the truck. The monster had lifted the whole fire engine. The firewoman rolls out of the way just as the truck falls, and the scarab was saving the woman in the car. Their modified car was leaking oil and was in danger of exploding, but in the end he managed to get the woman out. The firewoman climbed back into the car before the monster could see her. The car starts up and falls backwards. The monster runs up after the fire engine. The modified car explodes and explodes. The fire engulfs the monster in an instant. Firewoman sees her chance and puts her foot on the gas and charges at the monster. The monster overtakes the fire engine. The fire engine is gaining power. The tires keep spinning. After the ultimate battle, the monster is still pushed down, pierced through a steel bar. There was a deafening scream. The firewoman backed up the truck and went forward again at full speed. A burning container is knocked down onto the monster. The monster was finally destroyed, and at that moment inside the building, the man with the glasses already knew that the few people who had gone out could not have brought back medical instruments. He could only operate on the girl with what was available. They had no anesthetic. The girl could have died of shock. Even if the operation was successful, the girl could die of infection. He told the girl all this. The girl finally decided to have the operation. If she didn't do it, she would die. And if she did, she might have a chance of survival. The man with the glasses cut open the girl's stomach. The girl bites down on the gauze and holds on in pain. Several women held the girl's limbs down to prevent her from moving. The man with the glasses finally finished the operation, but it was up to the girl to survive. The crowd was at a loss as to what to do. To go out here is to die. Just then an armored car suddenly drove towards them. It crashed right through their roller shutter door. A group of thugs got out of the vehicle. The crowd was soon under their control. It's not just monsters that are scary in today's society. It's not just monsters that are scary in today's society. It's humans who are free from the law. The leader of the gang soon learns the identity of Jack. He was an infected man. When faced with an infected man, they had to get rid of him. The men knocked Jack out and dragged him up the lift to the top floor. Jack woke up. The leader raised his gun and shot Jack directly in the face. Jack slammed the metal door to the balcony.
아무도 내려갈 수 없어.
The leader was about to kill Jack. One of his men suddenly attacked him, carried him and threw him straight down the stairs. One of the thugs shot the man. The bullet hit the man in the neck. The man craned his neck and the bullet flew out. The shot kills the shooter. The man walks up to Jack, extends his hand to him. He was also a super-infected man. Before he was just disguised as a normal person hiding among the thugs. He liked that.
늑대가 토끼 갖고 놀다 죽이는 건 죄가 아니야? 그게 지금 이 세상의 섭리잖아.
The man tells Jack about his ordeal. He had believed that the government would save them, but all he got in return was endless torture. The government kept doing research on him. They tried every possible way to separate the monster from his body. Frozen, thawed, split, pierced, burned. The man endured endless torture. But the monster was still not separated from him. It was only then that the man realized.
내 안에 괴물이 있는 게 아니라 그게 곧 나니까. 이건 지나구나. 나를 선택받았구나. 인간들은 실패했어. 실험뿐만이 아니라 자연에서도 도태되어버린 거야. The men told Jack to accept this. Humans do not live in harmony with monsters. Even if they don't kill humans, humans will kill them like monsters. Hearing these words, Jack's heart had slowly begun to change. When the men approached him again, he refused them this time. He was no longer the hound of the people. The scar-faced man suddenly found a woman who had fainted. He wanted to take the woman out for treatment and the man stopped them in a flash. He would not allow anyone to leave the premises. If these men go out, they may reveal their whereabouts to the military. The military would send in the army to arrest them. Jack told him to let the two men go and he would leave with the man. The man agreed on the surface, but when they got out of the door he shot them both dead. Jack went to stop them and was thrown out by the man. The man then kept shooting at the people inside the house. Every time a shot was fired, one person fell. Humans and monsters cannot live together. It was either you or me. Spikes began to sprout from Jack's body as he watched the man's relentless killing. He couldn't control himself anymore. With a roar of rage, one of Jack's arms flipped into a wing. He had turned into a monster form. Jack wrapped his arms around the man. The spikes came out and the man was dissolved. Just as Jack was about to come towards the group, the handicapped man suddenly rushed up and hugged him. He had been infected and was about to become a monster. He wanted to use his life to wake Jack up. He is the hope of the human race. The handicapped man kept calling out Jack's name. The spikes slowly faded from Jack's body. Finally, he was awakened. But then it became clear that Jack had lost all his memories.
이 사람 누구야? 나 왜 눈물이 나? 마음이 너무 아파요.
He couldn't remember who was in front of him. He doesn't remember what happened before. Recovering from his monster form, he has become a new being.